This is episode 12, Dying Earth, Rom'Myr Dying Earth, taking place currently in Averone. Places unknown. The the druid Jeru, he's in really bad shape, but he says
Oh,
that you guys need to 2 miles away get to the ruins of St. Clewyd because there's a ley line that runs through it, and he says that's where you'll have the strength and the additional power to face the beast of Averone. That certainly will come against us now that you've slipped in. So and then so he's lapsing in and out of consciousness. Randall, do you have vocals yet?
Yeah, I got vocals.
Okay, now everyone can say hello to each other.
welcome,
Morning,
Randall.
Randall. Hello.
Morning, Aaron, Gabriel, Kevin, and Stu.
hmm Jacques and Jonathan and Anders won't be here today. I don't know where Jonathan is. He didn't post anything about his whereabouts.
I think he's got a conflict.
Okay. It'll happen. It'll happen.
Scheduling. I'm sure that's what he said. Cost you and I.
So with the scout who is not here, who has unerring direction under starlit skies, gets you traveling quickly through the pine forest to the foot of a steep rocky escarpment. That would be the, what did I call them, the Caledonia Hills or the Caledonia Hills outside of Petit Champ. I actually put them on a map at one point.
Yeah.
Hidden in the dry thistle and thick scrub, there's a trail up through the rock leading to the top. It's just a split in the rock, really, hiding a steep trail. At the top, thick wild grasses cover the ground. Dark buildings are outlined in the orange starlight. The orange is coming from the red comet that's streaking across the sky for this week, the red tear. And it gives what they called last night the soaking moon an orange tint as well. Large frogs watch with limpid eyes from the cattails, waving in the marshy graveyard. Their rapid low burps coming flat over the cold turf. They're just sitting there, twittering. You're on the Abbey grounds after this climb.
So we took Sharu with us, or we took him back to his grove, and
no, he says he's instructing you to take him and all of you directly to this place. So you've got basically his unconscious body at this point. And in the rubble-strewn nave of the actual Abbey ruin, you run into 3 other adventurers, 2 armed with weapons and another covered up in a traveling cloak. One of the unknown adventurers, has got a helmet, looks knightly, steps forward. You can now see that she is an elderly knight, and she says, "Ho and declare yourself." Or Randall, you can say "Ho and declare yourself" since you are part of that group.
Ho and declare yourselves, friends.
It's the middle of the night, by the way.
Are you friend or foe? We are but travelers looking for, fun adventure, and we don't want to be murdered in the middle of the
night. Safety in numbers, then it is. Safety in numbers. Oh, my head.
We have to be worried.
Now, let you be murdered.
The elderly couple, the knight and the traveling cloak person, is another elderly woman. The one in the cloak has got some object out. What'd you call it? The lodestone, something? Arcana lodestone. She's attempting to find entrance to the crypts below, and she believes her device will help her find the entrance. And Jeru comes to, and he says, "Find the Wardens. Find the Wardens. Convince them to release Clewyd. It's the only way. We need allies to defeat the beast, and then he expires.
Oh no.
And Jeru is no more. So he
That's
can't tell you what you brought from his house.
Jay, see you posted some pictures on the event. So there's the ruins of the abbey where
Yep,
we are now,
yep, that's the
and
map.
and the lady in armor.
Those are the two ladies. I didn't draw Randall's character, but yeah, those are the two older women accompanying him.
Okay, and there's also a map um, of some ruins, a tower.
Yep, that's the grounds that you're on right now. That is the
But-
ruins of St. Clewyd on top of this hill. So you got kind of a sharp drop that you climbed up, and
oh,
then
there are some stairs. So there's a path. Okay,
yep,
got
and
it.
then the north side of the
So we are like at the old gate.
you are. I placed you on the ruined abbey, on the floor
Hmm,
of the ruined abbey where you encounter
okay.
the other party. It's another party. Will they get along?
Is this your drawing, Jay, or is this somebody else's?
Which one? The map?
I'm
Or
looking at a map with the.
that is from Wormskin. That is not mine.
Gotcha.
The scribbly characters are mine.
I love those scribbly characters.
Thank you. I've been enjoying them too.
Thanks for cross-posting that to Discord.
Not a
Yeah,
problem.
sure.
I'll build you a folder sometime.
Nah.
Some of the images we've been using if you've missed them, but I try to keep you up to date with.
I'm still coming to, right? My head is splitting and.
Yeah, it's been a day. It's been a day and a half. This is another night after it.
Okay.
And you've got I gave you in text what your discussion was basically about.
I did see that. Thank you.
Okay.
So, I guess Cree, we were heading out this way, and also out of game. I only caught the first half of the last session, so you have to forgive me. Heading out this way because something to do with, we intend to find something that would help with this beast. Is that?
Yeah, there's something that would help us defeat the beast. Something had to do with this ley line.
There's a ley line
crossing
that runs
this
right,
place.
right through the Abbey grounds. It runs right through. It's not something that you visibly see,
And
it's really active these nights because of the
so
comet.
supposedly,
The comet streaking the sky, that's indicating that comes around every 125 years. This makes it a very strong magical evening or whatever. So the veils between magic and reality are blurred, especially on the ley line. And he believed you needed so any spellcaster is going to get a boost on these grounds this night, casting spells. And he believed that would have been essential to confront the beast because the beast is very powerful. Also, now, before he died, he said, find the Wardens and convince them to release Clewyd. It's the only way.
And those would be the Wardens here at the Abbey?
He wasn't specific.
Okay.
He didn't get that far. He expired, but you're why would he bring you here if this is not the place where you would find them?
Sure.
And get in
And
touch with them.
is the ley line on the map itself? Is it that vertical line that's on the map, or is that something
I think it
else?
is. Yeah, it's the one that goes. Does it go right? Oh yeah, right next to the ruined abbey. Yep, Lamb. It's called the Lamb ley line.
All right. And I can feel it. Okay, cool.
Now you hear those giant frogs that were in the marshy graveyard. They're
All right.
you can see them outside on the grounds near one of those trees. They're kind of spread out. Looks like there's about 12 of them in a crescent, and they're looking in your direction, but not moving, just cheeping. They're big. They're giant.
So, fellows, we I explained to the knights that we found. We've been attacked by this this werewolf that had Jaru the Druid imprisoned and torturing. We managed to defeat them, but two wolves escaped, and they might be around. I think we should give Jaru a proper burial. Could you aid us in this?
He's talking to you, Randall.
Oh yes, of course. I agree heartily. Sorry, I agree heartily, and I will gladly send this man off to his next place with rituals that are customary to my people. And so I immediately, get to work with, motioning to, take the body, and I don't see a need to bury it so much as to sort of prepare it into a space with stones or earth, or and and start to speak, in the tongues of my faith.
Excellent. Describe
could bury
yourself.
it.
What do you look? I didn't do your description. I gave the ladies. Why don't you give the folks a quick description so they know what they're dealing with?
I can share an image I created, which I don't know if you see it here.
Love it. I see it. I don't know if everyone else does. Oh, great. Randall, you're really good at screen sharing. I'm going to tap into that skill at some point.
So, I look a little bit like Clint Eastwood from Dirty Harry, and I'm holding I'm wearing leather armor and very simply dressed, like a traveler, carrying a battle axe with a hammer, with a battle hammer on the other side, wooden shield. If you look to the center, there's a this small hand that has been burned into the shield with a number of notches that are encircling the side of it.
Oh, we got dimensions. You even gave us dimensions. How about that?
So there you go. This is Lumen. Hello, I'm Lumen, and I also have a big scar that runs from sort of my lip all the way to an ear that's been removed. And once I turn, you might see that I'm missing a right hand. It's just been affixed to the shield.
Huh. So not the only mutilated one in the party. You notice Rark is missing an eye. He wears a cool patch over it. And then Ethigan, the robed lady, goes, "Eureka!" And there's a like a crack and a pop, and in the floor of the abbey, there's like a puff of dust and gas in the night air, and a hatch is released, and she's like, "I found it! I knew the lodestone would work! I knew the lodestone would work!" And now six of the frogs are in the nave area. They've you don't really have seen them like crawling into the floor of this ruined abbey, but there they are, looking at you. They're about, what, 40 feet away?
Are they menacing? Do they look like they're going to attack?
You haven't seen them move. They've just been in a closer location every time you've caught a look at them now. So it seems pretty weird.
Right. I suspect these are probably the Wardens, just out of character there.
Well, you don't have to say that out of character. I would say that in character.
Fair enough. Say that in character. These are probably the Wardens. It's the name, St. Clewyd.
It kind of sounds like, ribbit Clewyd, some weird noises that the frogs make.
Reasonable.
And we're not going to unleash like a froggy moth or anything here, are we? Because that's just not good.
And the knightly old lady, her name is Thule. It's Thule and Ethigan Abernathy. And she pulls out a crowbar and starts prying up the hatch.
All right,
Any
Peter.
you strong men want to give us a hand?
Not really, no. Okay.
I'll rush your help.
Yep, and they flip it open. And it's dark. There's a little shaft. It drops down about 8 feet, and then it to a floor, and it looks like it has a steep set of stairs descending.
And those run off in which direction? South?
North. No, they which way do they run? East.
Okay.
Varnel the thief has joined us. Varnel, did you caught all the stuff that you got from the session that you weren't here?
I did, yeah. I got it written down here, and I was just reacclimating to my character.
We have
sheet.
viewers, by the way, and lurkers. Pete's lurking.
Sorry, could I just get a quick character recall, roll call? I'm sort
Yeah, we
of,
might as well identify you. There's a full cadre.
yeah.
We'll start with Varnel on the side. Pete is in the game.
What is going on, boys?
What'd you bring?
An empty sheet.
Okay, well,
I'll quietly work in the background
yep, go right ahead. Do
and
that.
materialize.
Okay, you may be discovered in the crypts of a ruined abbey that hasn't been opened for like 300 years.
Oh man, that sounds cool.
Yeah, so
Or
you work with that, and you're in Averone. You're not in Rom'Myr anymore. This is the world of Averone, similar to 13th century France.
Oh no, that's dangerously close to 16th century France.
Mm-hmm. Yep, time moved slow back then.
So Varnel, level 2 thief?
I'm a level
assassin level
now
3.
4. Yeah, I think it's
We got a level 4 assassin.
4 assassin. Yeah.
Oh, right. Assassin.
Randall, of course, is going to be first level. He was very concerned about not surviving with a first level character, and I hope at least one of you guys can say "Cry me a river," because they've
Yes.
all been there. They've all crawled and scratched to these levels, and not all of them with the same character.
And
Hey,
Luma,
Garrett.
you're running a fighter? Level 1 fighter? Randall?
Myself? Yeah. I'm. My name's Luma, and I'm a journeyman for the Order of the Hidden Hand, and I am a first level cleric.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And then it's Pete working on a character. The fella from the UK who I haven't met yet.
You haven't
I'm
met
sure-
Kevin yet?
I'm sure we have briefly somewhere else.
Never seen him in my life.
No, that's fair.
So that means every session he's been in, you haven't been in. 'Cause
I think that's true, yeah.
this is his third
Yeah.
session.
I've probably missed you a couple of times. This is my second character in this one, to be honest, fair. So my first one was Marcel Marceau, who was a fighter.
Uh-huh.
I think he managed one session, managed to get the very nice Warhammer that we were looking for, and then died trying to use it. Skeletons, don't like them. So my current character is Toth the Paladin. He is a paladin of Dracnithim, who is the Lord of the Quietude and Protector of the Dead. It's a nice one I made up. So he's Rom'Myrian. Was minding his own business one day on patrol in his temple, opened a door, stepped through the portal, and ended up in a latrine in a lovely mansion where everyone else met up with him.
And Toth's level 2 paladin, level 1 paladin.
He's level 1.
And then Gabriel, it's Cree, right?
Yep,
And
level
Cree's
4
a
now.
level 4 thief.
Hmm.
And I'm Rark, level 4 bard. Wear a floppy red fez. Covers one missing eye
You're
with
not
a
a
cool
bard, you're a
patch.
druid.
Sorry, druid. I played a bard yesterday morning. I'm still working on some coffee.
How did it go? Were people merciless? Were they just running you down? Or were they supportive?
You're all right. All right. And level 4 druid, missing an eye, floppy red fez, worship the medlar tree. So great, thanks guys. That's helpful for me to have some context.
There was
And
3 items that the party spirited away from Jaru's house. It was 2 vials of 2 potions that you don't know what they do, and one is a scroll which you can read, Rark, and Lumen, and it's a weather summoning. So there's a scroll of weather summoning in your possession now, and two potions that you don't know what to do because you can't ask him because he's dead.
okay. Did they look similar? I mean, are they in similar containers? Do they smell of a similar
No, one's in a
similar
glass
aroma?
container, one's in a clay container with they both have cork stoppers.
Uh-huh.
The one in the clay, you can't tell the color, but it smells of vanilla, and the one in the clear glass has looks like a clear liquid with copper flakes, bright
Huh.
copper flakes in it. So what's that? Goldschlager? Goldschlager?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Let's put it down.
Copper Schlager.
And the Thule and Ethigan are climb down. One helps the other down onto the landing below the floor. The other one drops, and they're working on lighting a torch.
Excuse me. Which one's Stool? What character level?
Thule is the fighter. She's wearing the helmet,
Okay, gotcha.
kite shield, and longsword. And Ethigan just walks around in a travel cloak and carries weird items.
Assassin, Druid, Bard.
No bards.
Okay. All right, good. Thanks.
Bards aren't on my character list. They're not a character class that's available in my game.
What are the frogs doing while everyone's walking down the stairs, by the way?
There's now 12 of them. They're even ranks, and they're spreading out in a circle around you.
So has their sound that they were making, that did it change when we opened the trapdoor? Or did they look more like agitated or?
Yep. Their croaking gets to a higher pitch and more rapid.
Oh,
Aaron, can Rark talk to
Yeah, I
animals?
was just checking.
Yeah.
Could do with a druid about now, couldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I thought about maybe getting some crumbs from my rations or something. and warming
So
up there.
I'll call the frogs. Call the frogs to me. Maybe we can use them to lead us down into the crypts.
You're trying to befriend a giant frog?
Heck yeah!
Well, roll. It's like turning the undead, correct?
Right. Yeah.
Roll. I'll tell you what hit dice these frogs have, because I think that counts. That matters.
It does. Yeah. No, I failed.
Okay.
I threw a 4.
You feel a really hostile, negative, and black vibe from them when you're trying to communicate with one of the frogs.
Mm-hmm.
And it breaks the circle and takes a hop towards you.
I'll I don't
And
know.
the wind is picking up. There's a fierce wind starting to blow through the trees now and over the hill.
So I'd
And the
say-
sound of wolves.
I'd say
Down
we
in the forest below
I'd say
where you
we-
came from.
I'd say we hustle into the crypt and close the trap door behind us so the frogs can't follow or drive them off. It's up to you fellas.
Okay. How does the frogs react to the
To the
wolves?
wolves, yeah.
Howls?
They seem undisturbed. They don't pay it no mind. They're intently looking at you all.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's rush down the hatch.
All right.
I imagine you're closing the hatch behind you.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it just fits into place. So the stairs.
I'm lighting
ahead.
my lantern.
Okay. One of the ladies has a torch. You have a lantern, so that gives you 40 feet of vision, illumination.
Okay.
And heading down the stairs, they switch back and back 3 times. So just to get the orientation, you would be facing west when you come to a archway that is blocked up with stone on the other side of stone coffin lids and boards. But not on your side, they're on the other side.
Oh wow, coffin lids. This is a good time for me to make my entrance.
They're stone. Yeah, you climb crying from the other side.
Yeah, absolutely. My barbarian. I mean, I didn't. It does it have to be? Can it not be a somebody from Avignon or whatever?
You can be from anywhere you want because we've traveled worlds now and the gloves are off. The Pandora's
sweet.
box has been opened.
Nice. So I'm gonna flavor it instead of a Furbax barbarian, I'll just be a picked barbarian or something like equally ambiguous as that.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Vardar, but you guys will learn that. So yeah, you got so that you howling from behind the coffin lid and pounding.
Yeah, the coffin lid is there's multiple coffin lids, like 3 of them, and they're leaned up against this archway that would allow passage for the group, and you're on the other side of it. And so there's boards and coffin lids in the barbarian. Even with your great strength, you can't seem to move them at all. They're like frozen.
So I call out to help to the other group, to the rest of the group. No.
Is that magic user there? Can she help?
She's not prone to physical labor, she says. She abhors physical labor.
Look, she's got spells, man. Who wants back to lift them?
She goes, I have nothing on me that can move heavy objects, unfortunately.
I'll help Hebo. Maybe we just all pitch in and push this
Sure.
over.
I've got a lever. I've got a quarterstaff, so I can use that as a tool.
Mm-hmm.
And Lumen was going to help too. There's 2 of
Yeah, I'm
us.
jumping in. I could wedge the axe in there. Or
It actually, with some good effort, the coffin lids can be pushed over, and in Vadar, you can swear that they were like immovable. You're surprised that you can't understand why you weren't able to do what this group on the
Truly,
other
this is
side.
the work of witch's magic
And you're
that
in a,
I cannot.
and you are in a large place. It is large.
get some light on the subject.
Yeah, raise my lamp, please.
The air is dusty. It irritates the eyes. You notice Vadar's got red, runny eyes because he's been constantly rubbing them because of the itchy dust in the air.
not because he's
It's
a
a
vampire then.
huge undercroft with vaulted ceilings 15 feet in high, punctuated with massive pillars and elaborate tombs.
I'm gonna light a torch. I'm sparking this puppy up.
So you got 2 torches going and a lantern. And what you're seeing is in front of you, stepping through this archway, a huge undercroft. In front of you is rows, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate rows of stone coffins with their lids on. You see beyond that 4 pillars reaching up to the 15-foot high ceiling, and you can hear running water beyond.
And is this, how big is this chamber?
This chamber is 40 feet north to south.
Any of them stand out like they're more special?
Nope, they all seem uniform. Except every once you see, you notice looking over that at least 2 of them don't have their lids on them.
Right. So just to clarify, there's 2 lids missing. There's 1 strange guy stood here who we've not seen before. So there's 1 potentially missing from a coffin that we've not found yet, and this guy here who could be anything.
Yep.
I hear you, Brenda.
Vardar, you might need to explain yourself.
So I was hunting on the plains, and I chased a stag into this cave. And then at the end of the cave, I found no stag. I turned around and I was trapped. And that's when you guys came by.
Cool.
And he also has a sick blue stag just tattooed all the way down the length of his left arm. Just noted that in my thing, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So is anything flaring up? Sorry, is anything flaring up on detect evil right now?
Only my anxiety.
Yeah, it goes off pretty strongly, as if the whole place was imbued with evil, a sense of evil.
We must dispel this evil.
I'm going to take a few steps away from the paladin.
It burns.
Oh, that's what's throwing it off.
Hurt us.
Hang on a second. It's like having a magnet next to a compass.
And then you hear, visitors. We have visitors. And rising up from the other side of one of these stone coffins, about, let's say, 1 row over, is withered isn't the word for it. Emaciated isn't the word for it. Cadaverous is probably more the appropriate word for the looks of this person. Is dressed in ceremonial robes. Looks like has a gold holy symbol around its neck. Don't normally get visitors down here.
I'm just going to go right ahead. I'm going to try to turn this thing. I'm just going to step right up, raise my axe, and just say, "Back to the crypts, demon," or some stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I think I have a tab for invocations. By the scorn of Jotem, ruin the sealed patience of the bloody ruins of the twisted children. It's a generator. I click it and it gives me random invocations.
Nice.
So if you need one, I can hook you up. First level cleric. Okay. Turning the undead. You roll a 1d20 and you tell me the result. And you got to get a number higher that you need to turn it.
13.
It laughs at you and goes, "Your faith is of no use down here, cleric."
I tried, man.
That was awesome.
Do not archetype me.
Will you folks
Are-
be staying?
Are you the
And then there's
warden?
and that comes from another one. Are you staying?
And they're crawling up from behind the coffins. Is that right? They're not coming out of them.
That is correct. The other one, though, it comes from the west and out of the shadows between the pillars, and is standing in the row that you are in, between the coffins, the stone coffins, and the other one is to the north of you with a row of coffins in between.
I asked the first one, are you the wardens?
Mm.
Dry, crackling laugh. The wardens. That foolish group of losers. We have nothing to do with the wardens. Matter of fact,
Where can
we're
where can we find them?
really cool on the wardens. They've kind of created the situations that have trapped us down here for the last 300 years.
Oh, if you tell us where to find them, we can convince them to release you.
Perhaps. No promises.
Roll a reaction roll.
Okay. And 2d6.
2d6, please.
9. Let's see if I have any modifier. No, just
You don't
plain
have any
9.
modifiers? I got some modifiers, so don't be surprised if it doesn't go the way you want to. Oh, you'll have no luck with the wardens. I don't think you'll get anywhere with those folks. They like it down here. Matter of fact, you'll like it down here as well. And they're getting closer to your group. They're kind of like doing that slow thing, hand dragging across one of the stone lids as they're inching closer to you.
Like
Yeah,
nails on a board, they scratching the.
Yeah, yes. They have rotten fingers. And the stench of death about them. And wild-looking hair. And their
Jay,
robes are in tatters.
Wild looking hair, like, I don't know, Iggy Pop, or like.
Do they look like Iggy Pop?
No, I said wild hair, like that kind of wild hair, or.
More or less like crusty and dirty. It sticks up because it's matted with 300 years of dust and grime and worms.
It's pretty metal.
Jay, I'd like to position myself, like kind of try to sneak adjacent to the group, maybe either behind one of the coffins or a pillar. Maybe again, the intent would just be kind of move into shadows and position myself such that I could be either to the side or behind them if they keep advancing.
Oh, they're advancing. They're getting really close. Close enough that you can smell them.
Oof.
Okay,
How big a?
I'm-
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, Toth.
I was going to say I was going to position myself in front of the one on our row.
Okay. You are standing front and center, and then it goes, ah! And it looks like it's winding up to make a running start at you.
I step back in a defensive position.
Okay, we got to roll initiative.
Okay.
So the room's 40 north to south. How big is it east to west?
You haven't seen the end of it.
Oh, it's very big then. Yeah.
Beyond the four pillars, you hear running water, and it's an open chamber, but you can't get any details.
Initiative. Is it party initiative or character?
Group initiative. We all have to roll. So everyone roll their initiative and put it in the chat.
Guess I'm in the back.
Cree, what are you doing?
I am. I'm gonna climb on one of the coffins, of the stone coffins. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put the lamp down. I'm gonna get a blanket.
Where'd you come up with this blanket?
I have it like on my backpack. It's on my
Okay.
equipment list.
Okay. Didn't know if you visited a weaver or anything recently.
Mm. And then I'm gonna. Can I throw it or
Yeah.
I'm doing too much?
No,
Okay,
not
I'm
at all.
gonna like throw it over the creature, like just to cover it, like
Roll to hit.
like a net.
Roll to hit has an armor class of 15. You got to get a 15 or
Okay.
better.
The idea is to kind of set it on fire if I can. Okay. 16 plus 2, 18.
So you throw the blanket over it, and it's enraged, and will most likely try to pull it off during its action. So that is next is creature number 1. Creature number 1 is the one that was approaching the paladin.
Mhm.
And your AC?
It's 20 because I've got protection from evil, 10-foot radius.
Nice. You're gonna hate me. It smites you, and its skin starts to sizzle and crack and pop as it encounters your protection from evil, and it gives a horrible cry. But before it pulls its hand back,
Jay.
yeah,
Oh, all right.
I'm just looking for damage.
Yeah,
That's
I
all.
can hear all the dice being picked up. It doesn't sound good.
5 points of damage. And it's got a piece of your flesh in its hand and leather armor. Your faith, your protection won't save you down here, Paladin. So 4. It's Pete and Kevin. Your actions. I'll let the Paladin go first since he's.
Well, funnily enough, I think I'm going to hit him back, or I'm certainly going to try.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that would be. No, you said it's AC 15, isn't he?
Yep.
Nope, that's a miss. That's annoying.
Okay. Barbarian.
How brutal was that hit? How much did you take there, Kev?
6.
5.
Sorry, no,
All right.
5. Sorry, I'm down to 6 now.
All right. I think this is rage worthy because there's 2 of them. So I'm gonna fly into a rage and charge and attack the first one
Okay.
that I see. With my axe.
That's the one battling. I should start using his name. Thoth.
Foss. Paladin Foss.
Toth.
Paladin
Oh.
Toth.
Paladin Toth. All right. Paladin buddy. Let's fucking do this. I got a 13.
The armor class is
And-
15.
All right. So with my strength, it's only nope. I missed.
Okay. That's the Barbarian. Looks like a bunch of 2s. Luma and the other creature is initiative. PCs go first.
Someone throw a torch.
Yeah, you did spark up a torch, Cleric.
Yeah, that's Lumen. So it's my initiative?
Yes.
Okay, so how far away is this thing? I'm going to throw an axe.
There's one in front of you that's 10 feet away, and the Paladin and the Barbarian are between you and it. And then to the north, which will be technically to your right, is Cree. Did you jumped up on a coffin and threw it? Stone lit.
Yeah.
And he threw it, and so that the one that's covered in a blanket is another 10 feet away to your north.
All right, so I got a clear shot.
You got a clear shot on that guy, yes.
All right, I'm gonna take a step or two forward. Just a little more engagement, and just chuck, one of my throwing axe hammers with the hammer side.
Okay.
And we're rolling some dice here, and it's a 3.
That's a miss. Your axe goes flying and clatters amongst the stone coffins behind it.
It didn't cut me.
no.
That's good.
So creature number 2 is gonna try to grab and grapple Cree. I'm gonna give him a -4 because he's covered in the blanket and can't see. And hits armor class 7, which
No.
I believe is not you.
I have 13 or 15 if I'm in this 10 feet of the paladin's protection.
You are intent. Yeah, close enough. It's the ley lines, man. It boosts it. You got like a
Yeah.
20-foot radius now
Nice.
while you're on these grounds. How's that?
That's
Does
awesome.
that give me +4 AC instead of +2? Boosting it.
Yeah.
Nope, it just increases radius. Just increases radius. Ones.
Rark. Rark's gonna charge into melee with the Barbarian and Paladin fighting that first creature. He hit AC 19.
Roll damage.
3 points.
Okay. Makes
Is
it
the base
dry.
AC 9 in this, or what's the base AC in?
11,
Alright.
I think.
I will tell you, because that's kind of important. No armor is 11. Leather is 13. Chain is 15. Plate is 17. Add the shield, get the +1.
All those civilized metal ones I don't need. All I need is nothing, I guess.
Loincloth.
You hear the crack of old bones in its shoulder where your quarterstaff struck.
Does that give me reach? Could I like swing it from over the shoulder of the Barbarian, or?
No, you got a flank to get it.
Okay, I'm in there.
He's too tall. They're too burly fighter
Big
dudes.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another round of initiative.
I didn't get to go, Jay. I was also a 1.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And so
Varnel,
you're
I
trying to
jumped the
do.
gun.
So yeah, I'd like to come out of the shadows around the one that is engaged with Kree, since everyone else is ganging up on the other one, and attempt to assassinate if you think they're distracted enough.
That one didn't see you. The other one did. So you get the surprise backstab attack.
All right.
And their resignation.
That's a 24.
Wow.
That's a 24. They technically got to roll a save against assassination, but they're the undead, so roll damage. They're not
Just
assassinated.
double damage. All right. Rolled a 1. That's 2 damage.
It doesn't even know you're there. Its desiccated flesh feels nothing.
Who are the ones that are holding torches?
Cleric and
Yes.
Cleric and Ethigen.
She's an NPC, right?
Yes, that's an
Yeah.
NPC.
Okay. What did they do this round?
They wait for you to take your action because you get the highest initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Did you? No. Where's my?
No, we get second
2,
highest.
6, 5, 5, 2.
Rolling again. Sorry.
Oh, we're rolling again. Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. Toth got it.
Toth the Paladin.
It's my lovely black hack dice. You can see the
Yeah, I
6.
see I like that. I like that. That's pretty cool. That's a good graphic.
Right. See if I get any better luck eating the bugger this time. No, we haven't got +2 for that, have we? No, 14, just under.
Almost.
Barbarian.
Oh,
Nope, it's creature
They
1.
go first, yeah.
Creature 1. Let's see. He has a choice. He can either attack Pete or the Paladin. It attacks the Paladin.
Oh no.
Someone's headphones. That's a 19, 20, 21.
Jesus, again.
Jesus, right?
Yeah,
That hits you.
it does.
4 points of damage.
It's Randall.
4.
Yep. This time it leaps on you and it's got clawed feet as well. So now it's wrapped around you and ripping and tearing at your back.
Nice.
So that was that creature. Varnel. And that the undead creature in the religious robes that had the blanket off of it that you stabbed, it's got the blanket off now.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna swing at it again.
Okay, give yourself a +2 from attacking from behind.
All right. That's a miss.
Okay. Barbarian.
That is a 20, not natural, and 5 damage.
What are you using for a weapon?
An axe.
An axe?
Yeah.
You go through its hip, rotting hip, severing it up about the crotch, and it falls over unmoving.
Paladin, are you all right?
I've been better.
That's a
I rub my
5.
eyes and say, yeah, me too.
Cree?
Allergies.
I'm gonna jump down the coffin, like putting the coffin between me and the creature, and grab the lantern, move back away from it, like drawing its attention, knowing that Varnel is around.
Okay. Trying to follow the initiatives here. It's Rark and the creature.
Okay, I'm gonna charge the creature that Varnel and Kree are fighting.
Okay.
20, not 20.
Roll damage. Oh, a natural 20, so that's full max damage. What's the max damage you can deliver?
7. 7's the max.
Okay.
Randall, you might mute your mic if you're not chatting. We think we get some background noise on your side.
Oh, okay. I got to change. I had to switch over from my laptop to my iPad. I'm in my Volkswagen van.
Cool.
Anyway, so let me take it off I'll mute it. Anyway, I need to make an action, right, Jay?
Rourke's going to go now. I don't see your initiative.
I didn't put an initiative.
Oh, sorry.
I was messing around.
Okay, so you're just going to have to go after Rourke.
It's a 6.
Okay.
It's a,
Oh, Rourke already went. He hit. Okay, you can. It's your action. Rourke is now between you and the one that's left standing. You would have to change position, get up on top of one of the tombs.
yeah, I'm going to move in if I can from melee. The closest one.
Sure. Yep, you got to get up on the coffin lid to do it.
I'm doing it.
And roll the hit.
And we're going to do a... oh, it's a 6.
Okay. There's 3 of you that it gets to attack. Rourke, Thief, Assassin, and Cleric. And attacks Rourke.
Am I outside the protection of evil radius for Paladin?
They rolled a natural 20.
Oh, right. We'll take it in the teeth.
You will take 4
Take it.
points of damage in the teeth.
At least it's not in the eye.
Well, it could take my bad eye. That's fine.
Okay, I think we're in another round of initiative. I think we've all gone.
We've killed one.
And one's still standing.
One's pretty badly hurt.
I got a 2.
Okay. Toth,
Yo.
the one in front of you is down. The Barbarian killed it. The other has got like 4 people around it. There's not really any angle to get in unless you want to push people aside.
No, I'm good. I'm going to lay on hands to myself at the moment. If nobody's got any objections.
You see the Paladin go behind a pillar and just rub one out. I'm good. All right. I'm beefed up. Anybody want some? I'm sorry. I'm tactless.
That's fine. I was waiting for it anyway.
You were, weren't you? It's like that's good. That's
Yeah.
just lay it up and knock it down. Okay, Varadel and Rark. You both are in melee with this undead creature.
Yep, fighting.
Keep it going.
Its bling, its gold necklace with its holy symbol is rattling around like a baseball player.
AC 14.
Miss.
13.
Miss. Well, Rourke, I guess it'll keep on you.
Okay.
19, 20, 21. I'm rolling
Jesus
hot.
fuck.
I'm getting
You're on
19s
fire.
and natural 20s. I've rolled 2 natural 20s. You take 2 points of damage.
Get rid of those dice.
So the creature, we're down to the paladin. I mean the cleric.
Yes. Am I near something that I can strike?
Yeah, you're standing above the undead creature. That's
Does it look wounded?
it has. It's got a smashed shoulder.
Okay.
Bones are sticking out. No blood.
I'm gonna say, back to the depths, black demon. Feel the darkness of the hidden hand. And I'm gonna attack this thing with a hammer. 15.
Roll damage.
Nice.
All right, and that's a D6, and it's a 2.
That's enough. It was on its. What were you using? The battle axe or the hammer?
I would use the battle axe if it made a difference, but I was using the hammer.
It doesn't make a difference. It makes a difference on what I'm clicking on. That's all.
Hammer.
Hammer. Okay, you're above it, so the head goes. It's a base hit.
Boom!
Its head goes
I
rattling,
like the hand.
squishing down between some of the tombs. And these creatures are dead.
Again.
Yep. The pendulous gold crucifixes around their necks. Well, we'll call them crucifixes. Each one of those are worth 300 gold pieces, and you have 2 of those.
I'm going to say I'm not touching them because I don't know what kind of witch's incantation could be upon them.
Leaving them or taking them?
Yeah, I'm gonna take them.
Yeah,
All right. Greedy Cree grabs them up. No problem.
I'll grab one.
Okay, I heard 3 people saying they wanted to carry them. Was that true? Are you guys going to haggle about it?
Nah, you can have them.
So is it Cree and Rourke?
Sounds like it. Rark's casting Cure Light Wounds on himself.
Okay. Roll for your protection.
Oh, good. 7 points back. That'll help.
And I recover my blanket.
Your unfired
Maggot
blanket.
covered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I grabbed my axe, my throwing axe.
Yep, it's easily found.
Is there anything inside the coffins they
Mm.
came from?
I don't think they came out. They didn't come out of the coffin. They came from behind them.
They were crawling
No,
around.
I mean, the ones that were that had no lid on.
Yeah, the two that were open. No, there isn't anything in them. One's on the southern corner of the row of tombs, and the other one's in the north row, kind of in the middle. When you're at the north, you see that the wall ends. There's in the north wall, going right from left, there's a wooden arched door closed. There's a set of steps that go up to a raised platform where you can hear the water and you can see some statues in a circle. Past the stairs on the floor that you are on is where the water runs down from above and collects in a pool and runs in a channel heading west across the room. And on the other side of the channel, there's another set of 4 big pillars and some more ornate and bigger tombs. And that platform on the north has steps going up it. They're just like 8 feet up above the ground on each side of it, on the south side and the north side.
And this chamber is really big. I think I heard you say, right? Like,
yeah. Yep. It's like, what did I give you for a width?
We haven't got that yet.
Did I? Oh, okay. It's 80. This room is 80 feet wide by 40 feet.
Okay.
Yes, we got 40 foot north south, so it's 80 foot east west. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And
and that channel of water runs right down the middle. So it's kind of divided in half the room. There's the smaller tombs in rows of 8. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side, on the other side of the channel. And they're all different shapes.
Mhm.
How wide is the channel?
Does it just bubble up out of the earth, or how does it
5 feet.
start?
No, it's coming from above that. On
It's
that
falling
platform.
down.
Yep, it seems to be coming out of where you're standing on the floor. You can see just the tops of a few statues that look like they're in a circle.
So there's like a big step down from tier 1 to tier 2 of this room.
It's a step up.
Oh, step up.
Yep, the stairs go up. Yep. And that raised area is open. There's no walls or anything except in the back. And you can hear cascading water up there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, not the music again.
Mm-hmm.
I got us last time.
So what are we looking for? It seems like we either start opening tombs and seeing if we can plunder, or keep on moving if nothing's threatening.
Plundering tombs is the way to go.
I say I'd grab, what do you say there, Vardar? Let's lift one of these tombs off and see what's in it.
Hell yeah. Let's pop some open. Yeah, I'll rip open a.
Are you going for the smaller ones in a row, or are you going to cross the channel of water to where the bigger ones are?
We're gonna go for the smaller ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's pop one open. The one on like an end.
Okay. Trying to find some random shit.
How about gold? Magic.
I like to use a random table of shit.
He really does. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Jay's favorite thing.
Yeah. Random generators. What do I got?
May the power of the blessed hand reveal the demon within.
Is it storming outside, or would we know what it's outside? Because my guy's storm cold, so that would be a good omen. Or
It was
something.
just heavy winds. It's clear skies.
Good enough. Heavy winds is good enough to give us some good luck.
And what does that give you? What are you looking to grab?
Oh no, just it gives us good luck with the roll.
An intangible spirit comes out.
What does it do?
It
How much is
asks
that
who
worth?
disturbs its sleep.
Oh.
It is the party of the righteous.
Let's not get carried away.
Varnel slinking into the shadows.
Yeah.
And be dispelled or be forewarned.
I'm gonna say we seek knowledge of this tomb.
Smart.
Yep. Well, after your quippy remark, that's no way to talk when you're coming to someone's house. He finds you very rude.
Well, considering what just happened, I think, we have a right to be a little, prejudiced.
And I'm gonna accuse the ghost of prejudice because I'm a barbarian, so rudeness is part of my culture.
Well, what can the cellular I don't know how to sell. They call him a cellulary, the guy in charge of the supplies
Oh, nice.
of St. Clewyd. How can Mumsalot be of service to you rough band of dudes?
Tell us where we could find some of those supplies that you pride yourself on.
The supplies have been long confiscated by the Wardens. There's nothing left for me to do to keep track.
That's unfortunate.
Sucks, kind of. I'm just a wandering soul now, empty of purpose.
What is this place?
This is the ruins of St. Clewyd. You are in the undercroft below what was once the church where we worshipped our great saint, who over 300 years ago did battle and fell, but struck down a great evil, the Black Unicorn.
What?
Yeah. It's in the history books. Doesn't anyone know about worship St. Clewyd anymore? He was big time.
I'm not from here.
I've heard of this. It is dark magic.
St. Clewyd is a righteous dude.
Man,
He gave his life protecting us from.
But how he fell is evil, as is this place.
well, isn't fell? Didn't he die? Not fell like a paladin.
Well, he fell in battle.
That's yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, and he seems really zealous about this. The revered St. Clewyd in wandering days of his old age came to Averone in pursuit of an evil black unicorn known by the name of Saloberg. The beast had traveled through many lands, leaving disease, discord, and warfare in its wake. The saint battled the beast in the circle of standing stones that then marked the point where the lamb line crossed the subterranean waters. The two combatants, Beatific and Bestial, were evenly matched and slew each other with one final blow. And that is what happened to St. Clewyd. In honor of his mighty final deed, we created and dedicated to the saint and an abbey found at the site of St. Clewyd's body.
That's pretty badass.
Yep, that was many centuries ago.
You said you have no purpose anymore. Are you Do you want a purpose now?
Yes. I would love a purpose in the service of St. Clewyd.
Can you lead us to the Wardens?
The Wardens. Can I lead you to the Wardens? They do not like to be disturbed. They're very secretive.
There's a beast plaguing Barbarian lands, and we need their help to defeat this beast.
Ah, is the black unicorn risen again?
Allegedly.
Perhaps
Perhaps.
it's some kind of avatar of the black unicorn in the
Surely.
form of
I am not
of a
sure that
wolf.
the Wardens are concerned with affairs above ground anymore. But if you head west, you should be able to find them. They inhabit the western crypts. They don't come out here much in the eastern crypts. So follow the channel west. And the ghost, points to where between where the channel goes, it's about 30 feet wide. There's actually there's a little bridge near there that goes over crosses the channel, so you don't have to jump it. And to the west is a room that there's a pool that is square in nature and has and the channel goes off in 3 directions, because the fourth is the east one that pours into it and continues on. So there's a channel going north through an archway. There's a channel going south through an archway. And then the channel heading due west, there's a grate in front of it. And then on that west wall, on the north and south ends of it, facing the west, are boarded up archways, doors. And they're boarded up on the other side. Like, you can see boards. If there's anything else against it, you're not sure.
So the one to the north was through an archway.
The channel that splits off, you're standing in front of basically a square pool, and the channel goes to the north, the channel goes to the south, and a channel goes to the west. And there's that channel from the east. So the north has an archway, the south has an archway, the western wall has 2 boarded up doors and a steel grate in the middle that's lower.
The spirit said to follow the channel to the west.
Right.
I'll tell you, let's see if I got anything.
How deep is the pool? Is there anything in it?
Yes.
Besides water?
Yes.
Do we still have access to Ghostman? Someone say, was there anything that you may part with that's
No, I've been cleaned out.
unfortunate?
I've been cleaned out. I got nothing. 12 corpses lie at the bottom of this pool.
Yeah.
They're moving slightly as their limbs are wafted by the water currents. They're submerged in the waters. Their bodies don't look rotted, but they have become grotesquely swollen in a violet hue. They do have, some of them look like they have gold crucifixes around their neck. Another one seems to be holding a mace that winks in the torchlight of silver.
Silver weapon could be good against a werewolf, right? Is there a ledge or a lip or around this pool, or is it sort of flush
It's
with
flat,
the floor?
Yeah. You're standing on the flagstones just looking into the water, and you can't really tell how deep it is. Are they just below the surface? Are they 15 feet below?
Jay, I have a fishing pole that was on Chris when I took over Cree.
You got You
you
got
can
his
take
hunting fishing pole.
Right.
So you want to fish out a body?
Try to fish the silvery thing that Rark.
Oh, the mace.
Ah! Yeah, you're able to pull out from the corpse, the watery corpse, and pull up a silver mace.
Nice.
It doesn't radiate evil.
So is it like a proper full-on silver mace, or is it just like silver-coated mace, or just looks like a silver mace?
The head of the mace is in silver. The rest of the handle and what holds it together is iron.
Nice.
Like there's a shaft of iron that goes through the center of the silver ball, and then there's an iron nut on the top of it that holds it tight.
So
Whatever
it's a weapon.
leather wrappings have long rotted away, gone away.
It's not like a ceremonial thing. It's more like a weapon then.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
It seems in good shape. It's not rusted.
Let's go fishing again.
Okay. The only thing you can see really to fish for is there's 6 of them have gold crucifixes around their neck.
Yeah, that'll be solid.
So you guys want to take the time to fish those all out?
Yeah, I mean, I got an hour until I have no more -2s to my attack rolls and stuff, so we can chill here and fish.
Oh, for the rage.
Let's just try one, see if they wake up and get out of there, make them easier to fish out.
Yeah.
What's the action you're taking?
We're gonna fish.
We're gonna fish. Okay. You're able to fish out a total of 6 of these gold crucifixes. Fool says those look like what is it?
So we collected like 8 in total.
6
with the 2.
There's only 6.
Well, with the other 2.
The total is 6.
So they're different than the first 2 that we found.
Those crucifixes are the curled cross of Saint Gondwyn.
And let's show them the other ones that we got from those 2 ghouls. Are these St. Gondwyn's as well?
No, though those are most likely St. Clewyd.
Okay. And what's the difference? Or who is St. Gondwyn?
Haven't rolled it up yet. I don't know.
All right, Great Spirit. I'm not sure what that means, but
he was a decent chap.
Worth less money than Clewyd?
He wasn't hanging around with St. Clewyd. He was hanging around with one of the last abbots that ran. He was the right-hand man of Abbot Lummingwell.
What a name.
Let's pass them around and do something else. Let's move it along. There are many things to do.
What's the approximate value of these gold crucifixes?
75 a piece.
All right. Not bad. All right, let's mobilize. So we're gonna follow the channel down.
Yeah, it's blocked. We keep go north or south. That's open. To the west, where the Warden should be, is blocked.
Mm-hmm.
So we came from which direction?
You came from the east.
All right. We can go north then, unless somebody has some qualms.
There are 2 doors. We can to the west, we can try those doors.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they seem to be boarded up from the other side.
Oh, from the other side. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Not this side.
What if we take a stone lid from a coffin and use it
There's a
like a ram?
battering ram.
Hmm.
You can do
I'll
that.
take a swing at it with the axe. See if it budges before you start moving stones. I don't know.
Just yeah.
Which one are you at? Are the northern one or the southern one?
Northern.
Okay.
I think he was going to try the west, but we already discovered that those were.
So both
Unaccessible.
ways are bound. Like both ways are blocked.
Yep. It's technically 3 exits out of the room to the west. One is where the channel of water goes, which has a metal grate
Mhm.
in its arch, and then it's a smaller arch than the doorway arches, which you see have boards over them.
Oh, I see.
So it goes door, grate, door. Are you going to try the coffin lid and batter it down? It does feel pretty solid, like there's solid things. It's not just a few boards nailed across the archway.
Oh, give it a try with an axe.
See how far I get. You know, can I hack through part of the door so we can see through?
Yeah, you cut chip away at one of the boards crossing it. It looks like there's another board behind it.
I would keep going if it makes sense. If it looks futile, let's grab the coffin lid.
And then leaning behind that board, it looks like there's piled some rocks.
Oh shit!
Right?
Next door. No
The
light. Is
same.
there a way to crawl over the top of the rocks? Can we shove a torch in there and just see if we could find a way over?
What are you guys gonna do?
I think we should just go for the north.
You're saying leave this room entirely, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
But
Let's do it.
that's the barbarian suggestion.
There's many more
There's five
educated
others.
ideas. There's many more educated
Well,
ideas.
We want to try and to bend the bars of the grate.
Or at least to check them out, maybe.
Hmm.
Oh, the great.
Voice of reason.
So it looks like something like that where we are.
Nice.
Put that back up, please. Oh, I click on it, right, to see it?
Yeah, click on
Yeah,
me.
you could just click on game.
Which way? Do we
Yeah,
come
it
in?
looks like that. It looks like that. I'm seeing it flip the other way. But yes, that is essentially how the room looks.
Okay.
Perfect example of it.
Yeah, because we came from the east.
So love it. That's what's going on.
Nice work.
Okay.
These are pros.
Just with paint.
That's
That's as far as it goes.
I use it all the time. I use paint all the time.
Hell yeah.
So the grate. I don't know what the grate looks like.
I don't know about running into a sewer, man.
So is the overall, like the tunnel that goes off into the distance for us is great. Does it obviously look like we're going to be crouched as we're walking through, however deep the water is?
It looks like you could stand up. It's basically in a stone archway.
Okay.
On the past the grate. That's a little higher than the grate. So let's say it's about 4 feet high. So you'd have to do a little crouching. The grate looks like it's been here for a long time. If anyone wants to try their Ben Bars open doors check, you could do that.
I'd be willing to.
Go, Barbarian, go.
What kind of roll is that? That's just
It's your
percentile
strength
or-
roll. What do you have? A 1 or a 1?
I got a. My strength roll is. I have a 13 strength.
Okay, so your chance to bend bars is 2 out of 6.
Okay, sweet. I got a 6.
It's pretty solid. They don't seem bendable. The iron grate is in really good shape.
Is there a mechanism associated with the grate, or is it just like sort of or is it more like a portless kind of grate?
Yeah, it's mortised into the stones.
Mm-hmm.
Is
So
it
I would
mortised
wait
or
the
is it more
pallet.
like fastened, like they've got, I don't know how do you put a metal grate, fasten it into stone, but they used to do it all the time.
I'm gonna wave the paladin over and kind of ask him to give it a try.
Okay. 17 strength. What we got?
There you go.
Didn't one of the APCs had a crowbar where they pry open the hatch on the surface?
Yes. They're back in the room of the tombs, though. They haven't accompanied you.
Okay, we can. I'm gonna go.
Well, I
can
think
ask
it's
him for-
physically bending bars. Would the crowbar make a difference?
Maybe not.
Okay, I gotta go back there and get the crowbar from them.
They seem inclined to keep it. We got many more tombs to search here. You'll have to go get your own crowbar.
Yeah, there are a whole lot of tombs in this room. We could just start throwing them over. I don't know why we want to go down in this grate anyway. There's like perfect good doors here.
They don't go west.
They do. There are 2 archways leading off to the west.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They're
I
just
thought those were the ones that were
They're
boarded
just
up.
blocked. One of them's blocked,
Yeah,
and the
okay.
boards have been taken off, and there's rocks behind
Yeah.
them. The other
the
one.
north
we
and south archways are not blocked, and they don't have grates in front of them, and they have the channel
Okay.
going down the center of like another hallway. So north to south is free, west is blocked.
Okay, let's go.
Let's remove the boards from the western archway, the one that's on the south of the grate. See if it's also blocked by rocks. Could we move those rocks away, Jay? I didn't hear if they were like it was like a total avalanche or.
Yeah, it looks like they're piled up against it. There's no mortar or set. If you could, you may be able to push them over.
Yeah. So
To the inside.
Rark's going to remove the boards from the archway to the west, the one south of the grate.
You'll
Is
need
it this-
Lumen to help
with
you
their
with an axe
axe?
to chip them up. Yeah, because you
All
can't
right.
get any purchase on it. But once you start chopping them up, you can peel them.
At your service. Let's hack some stuff.
Let's see what
Let's-
we got for.
Open some doors.
Let's see what we got for random encounters in this pit. Because you guys are making a lot of noise.
Bit of noise, yeah.
Noise, staying there, talking. I know there's an encounter chart here. Oh, I'm in the wrong book. That's above ground. Someone roll a 12-sided dice.
Nine.
Psychedelic hued phantoms drift from the walls and are moaning slightly and reaching out to you all while you are working around the archway. And they're reaching out to you, look like they're trying to touch you.
But they can't touch us, or they're like in a different plane of existence and they're just drawn here. Or
You
they do touch us and it hurts, or
you have a choice. You can either try to avoid their touch or
I don't.
ignore.
Yeah, I don't want them to touch me. That's creepy.
um,
We don't
let's
consent.
see. What do you got to do? You got to.
Maybe the cleric can drive them away with the turning undead.
You may evade the touch by a dexterity check.
All right.
This one, let's see.
Ah! Nope.
What'd you roll?
15.
Well, see, I'm changing how we do ability checks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying
I'm
to
going
roll
to give
under my
you.
dex.
I like what they're doing in 5e. I'm going to give you a target number, and then if you have that attribute has any bonuses or minuses, you add it. So you're looking to go high.
Oh, like a difficulty check type of thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna try it out. I was really never fond of this roll under your attribute. I like this way a little better. I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
So you've got a 15, and if you had any
Mhm.
modifiers, you got
Right.
about it. You
I'm a flat 15.
the rest of you guys gonna try to avoid their touch or ignore them?
I
How
step
many
back
of
and
these?
try to drive them back. Push back undead.
Yep. Roll a d20.
10.
10. They don't seem you attract their attention.
Nice.
It depends on who stood next to you.
I did step back. I said,
So you are kind of, which one touched you, you're not sure, but there's like 3 of them that clustered around you. And you're overcome with a screaming fit.
Rark is.
No, Luma.
"Ah! Ah!" Do I have any actions? Can I do anything?
Now, you got a screaming fit for 10 minutes.
Oh, bloody hell. Who's got the gag?
That's pretty much what happens to me in combat, except I just get to hit people harder.
So I can't do anything except scream.
Yeah. It's
All
just
right,
basically you're a noisemaker. You're going to make me roll another random encounter check pretty soon.
No.
all
No,
right,
he's not.
screaming.
We're shoving things in his mouth and,
Yeah.
dragging him.
Make him
Okay,
bite a
good.
rope.
After about 10 minutes, he's
Put
ready
his
to
head
have
underwater.
he's ready to have the rags taken out of his mouth.
Yeah, we'll give it another 10 just to be on the safe side.
I still need a direction from you guys.
Did we get the boards off of the western
Yeah. You're
and
just
the
gonna have
more
to,
rocks?
yeah, you'd have to figure out a way to how to batter the rocks away out of your way.
Okay.
Barbarian, come forth.
So we could go
the
north.
rocks.
We could go north or south. That's clearly open, or we could try to remove the rocks from these western passages.
Why would we go the easy way? Let's just batter down the rocks.
The easy way for the barbarian.
Rocks it is.
Okay.
So I'll take his left leg and his left arm. Somebody else gets his right leg and his right
Use him
arm.
as a battering ram. Ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk.
Wait. This is what I volunteer for. Yeah. So, do we have any like hammers or anything? Yeah, I'll trade the cleric an axe for a hammer to try to break away at these at the rocks.
You want to use my weapon?
Well, you have a hammer, right? I don't think
I
axes
do,
are
I
really
have a
that good.
hammer
Yeah.
I'm yeah, if you want to do that, give me an axe. I'll wail away with the hammer. Just don't break it, man, because I really dig it.
All right. I can't promise that, but I'll try. So yeah, I'll wail away at the rock, see if I can make any headway without breaking the hammer.
You are
Sweet.
able to push shit aside, and it's a 10-foot wide passageway heading to the west. That's 9 o'clock, right? And there's what the hell?
I take my.
There's
my
2
hammer
monks in this hallway. They do not look undead. They look like normal monks.
Damn.
Oh,
and they're holding candles. And what do they say? By the legendary roofs of Kular, folks from above ground. We have not seen anyone here for a long, long time.
And they look like normal men, or they look kind of
Yep.
like the. Oh, okay.
Yep, they got the regular cloaky monk hooded stuff. They're both carrying candles. They have, the rope tassels around their waist.
We seek the Wardens.
What's your business with the Wardens? And they are let's see. They have these they're holding these large brass crucifixes in their other hand. I guess I can give them an appearance. I was a little chintzy on that. They do emaciated, but not dead. They're not like the other ones you found. And they keep on repeatedly genuflecting while they're talking to you, like as if they're warding off spirits.
Okay. We seek the Wardens because the beast of, what's the name of the beast? The beast of Avignon? Avignon stalks the surface. And
that means you would want to be speaking with Abbot Loomingwell. But he does not see visitors.
Even when the beast walks.
What beast do you refer to?
The beast of Avignon?
Never heard of it.
That's cruel.
Since the Black Unicorn was vanquished.
We believe it's a reincarnation of the Black Unicorn.
Yes, exactly.
And the one of them whispers to the other, and he scurries away, and he goes, "Well, we'll just wait and see if you are granted audience."
Okay.
And about 10 minutes later,
while we're waiting, can we get the other monk to talk to us and tell us why their order's been sequestered underground?
Oh, he didn't follow you. It was that ghost, the ghostly one.
Not the ghost. I mean, there were two guys that were in the hall. One ran off and then one of them's still around. And
yep.
Can we get him to tell us about why their orders been sequestered underground here, and what their purpose is?
Roll a reaction roll. You get an automatic -2 because
I threw a 6 with the -2.
Yeah, he just keeps on genuflecting and keeps his mouth shut.
Are we getting anything off Detect Evil here?
You're getting basically a radiation of evil from like the entire place, like it's penetrated with something malignant, like the very stones. And it's all directions. There's nothing you can put your finger on. There's nothing concrete about it.
So we are here. We're in a room and there's only one exit. A hallway is. Oh, okay.
Okay, and the hallway continues west. When the monk with the candle that left, you saw he walked west and then he turned south, and right where he turned south, it looks like a balustrade, like there's a railing. And then on the north wall, there's 4 high niches with statues in them.
In the hallway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who they are, you don't know. From beyond the railing, it looks like some lights are being illuminated down below, and you hear the scurrying of many feet, of padded, of moccasin feet, and eight monks come down the hallway. They come around the corner towards you. So there's a total of 9 monks that you're confronting right now, and it's time for my break, and we'll be back in 5.
Okay.
Oh shit! It's a strange thing to say to a man before you kill him.
Right. Be back shortly as well.
Same.
Yeah.
Hey, you. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Did you do
What's-
your game?
Still playing.
Oh,
Taking a break.
okay. Thanks for coming. Oh,
It's a few more minutes.
okay.
But I thought you might want
Well,
to get up.
yeah.
I'll be right back.
I'm here. But yeah, everyone enjoy their break. I'll be ready when you all are. Oh, that's a high def. You got a high def look now. No audio though. I can't hear your audio.
How about now?
Now I can.
All right, awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
got
don't
some nice
know.
bit rate there. You got some nice bit rate going on.
Yeah, this is LT something 4G.
Can you give me a little more vocal audio? Can you raise it? I need some gain.
On me?
Yeah.
I can talk louder.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this.
That's about. So you're standing in front of now, what is it? 8, 9. 9 monks crowding into this hallway in front of you. They have a mixture of brass crucifixes and knives and sticks and pots.
I say we sort of slowly back in away from where we came and go down a passage without angry monks. They don't seem to know much.
We could take him. Fuck it.
Yeah, barbarian. Ah. I'm with you, man, but what do you guys think?
They say that you should leave this place if you value your lives.
I'm agreeing with them. I'm tending
You're right.
to agree.
The rest of you?
Reasonable
But
fellow.
So
we
the
need the
abbot
help
won't-
of the wardens.
yeah, the abbot
we-
won't grant us an audience.
No! There's no audience for you.
Can I just
You're
do a
and one of them
gratitude?
says, "See, it must be the Cardin Knights. The order is breaking down." Shush, shush. Yes, yes.
Voice of reason here, kids. We're dealing with one of Jay's random encounters. Okay, I think we're a little off track.
All right, lead on.
You shouldn't be
lead on,
here.
lead on, Lumen.
We're dispensing a sacred task.
I back off. I sort of slowly back away. It says, "You guys, let's go down a passage that's not empty, bored, graded, or otherwise intimidated by, some prerogative of the dungeon situation.
Mhm.
Let's go down something that's open."
Expeditious retreat. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
And they start as you leave this passageway, you can see the monks gathering all the rocks and boards that you guys managed to pummel out and start to assemble it in front of the door again.
I just start walking toward an open passage. You guys want to pick one?
South.
South.
Yeah,
Okay.
they want to go south. Yeah.
South. I say, what do you say, Vardar? Let's just get this party started. Or ended. South. I walk towards the south. Please come with me.
Yep.
It's a wide vaulted passageway with numerous sturdy oaken doors on either side. A 3-foot wide channel filled with flowing water runs along the middle of the passage.
Okay. And how long does that passage run? Just 10
As
feet,
far as
or-
you can see so far, 40 feet, and it continues.
Excuse me 1 second. I've started the dog out again.
And there's doors on either side of this passage?
Yeah, you can see 3 on either side in that 40-foot span.
And the canal continues the whole.
Yep,
whole
you hear
length
the
of
water rush going away. Yes, it continues. So it's only the channel is 3 feet wide, so you can easily walk, and any
On
of you
either
guys
side.
can jump over something 3 feet wide, right? So it's not a barrier. I guess it would be a hazard if you were fighting and couldn't keep your eyes on where the channel of water was.
Okay.
Who's carrying the torch?
I have a torch.
I carry
Gabriel, you have a
my
lantern, right?
my lantern. Yep.
Because it's a wet area. I always like to keep track.
So you said 3 doors on either side.
Yes.
So
Yep.
like wooden doors.
Sturdy wooden doors.
I opened door number 1.
On the east or west wall. I've only asked because I'm drawing a map over here.
That's all he wants. He wants to keep good map. So give him he needs either a 3 o'clock or a 6 o'clock.
I opened the first door, the closest door, and stepped.
Okay, the
slightly-
closest door is the first one on the west wall, 9 o'clock.
That's good. First one, west wall.
That
9
makes
o'clock.
sense,
Open.
right? Because that's the first. It's literally the closest one.
Vardar, where are you, man? You right there? You with me?
The hinges screech. And there's a sarcophagus in this room, smaller room. It's like its tomb, I guess, or it's the room for the tomb. Is that a sepulcher?
Sepulcher?
Mm-hmm.
It's an oblong stone coffer engraved with religious imagery, extracts from scripture, the name of the interred in large Gothic script on the center of the lid. Looks like you're looking at the tomb of Prior Heathrow.
Isaac, let's open one of these puppies up. Let's see what happens. Can we open up the sarcophagus? Can we just sort of like check inside?
Yeah. Yep. It's empty inside. Clean, actually. Looks utterly clean inside.
Weird.
Anything of value? Just to, scrolls or
Completely empty.
door number 2? I say this one's a bust, dudes. We gotta do door number 2.
Okay.
The next one down on the wall. This one's jammed shut. Does not open easily. Or even with a firm push.
Who's got a big strength? Who wants to give a shot? Who's got a shoulder with some muscle?
Oh, yeah.
Paladin's the strongest amongst us. Toth's the strongest amongst us.
I've got a 12.
Okay, so the your open doors check here is gonna be 3 and 6 chance.
3.
Bingo. It's another sealed oblong coffer. Adorned in the same way.
Let's open it.
This one's got a corpse inside. Looks like it's the monk that was interned here, resting in eternal peace.
All right, I'll rifle it. I'll say something like, reveal yourself. The hidden hand speaks.
Roll a 6-sided dice. You're going to hate me.
Nice.
You're going to hate me.
Oh, it's a 1.
You're surprised. I'll be right back. I got to go grab a book. I'm going to go grab a book. I can still hear you guys.
That's never a good thing. When he says I've got to grab a book, that is not a good sign at all.
Well, I got another character in line. I'm ready, man.
Let's line them up.
There are 2 NPCs. So
Yeah, if you guys want me to back off, you just let me know. I was just trying to like.
No, lead on, Lumen.
Straight out of the Waff Old Nold's muddy hole. They're sarcophagile worms. There's 3 of them. And they're crawling up your arm. They're about the length of about a foot of rope.
Oh,
How can I get him off me? I have only one arm, by the way, so that's good.
Yeah, I guess you got to make an attack.
I
So
have
you're
attack.
you're attacking what's attacking you, but you were surprised. I rolled. They didn't kill you. They didn't bite you.
I just want to get him off me. All right, I got a 7. Whoa, these are cold dice, man. I'm not doing well.
Yeah, you're kind of going around in a circle right now.
Help! Help!
Roll initiative. I guess it's party initiative. It's the creatures against all of you. I guess we can just roll 1 initiative because there's not multiple threats.
Anyone with hawk dice? Who wants to
And
roll?
the worms, the sarcophagile worms, get a.
I rolled a 6.
We'll take yours.
He got a 5, so go first.
Well, I'm gonna try to get these things off me again. 14.
That's a hit. Roll damage. What are you using? What are you using?
I'm not gonna hack him with my axe, man.
got your other arm.
Okay, so you're just grabbing him with your hands, right? Pulling him off.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. So you managed to grab one and pull it off.
Excellent. Woo! I throw it towards Vardar. No, just kidding. I throw it away.
Are any of you helping him?
Yeah.
Yes, I've got my mace, and we're going to try and douse the flames with the spade. No.
Don't help! Don't help!
Oh, no, then. Just yelled.
How to survive to 4th level. Do not help 1st level characters.
No, seriously, I'm asking. Are you just you guys watching him, or are you?
I mean, how big is the place?
You're in a I guess it's a spacious enough that you could walk around. It's let's give it 12 by 15. 12 north to south, 15 feet east to west. And then there's the coffer in the middle. You guys helped. You guys all went. I'm assuming that most of you went in to move the lid off, and now he stuck his hands and rummaged through a corpse, and he found something scurvy.
And it's
At least
crawling
stomp on one.
And it's crawling all over him. Like these insectoid creatures came erupting up out of the crypt and swarming over Vardar.
I got 2 on me.
No, sorry.
Yep, he
Luma?
threw one to the ground.
All right, I'll axe that one. I'll axe it. Good.
Okay, roll to hit. It has an armor class of 14.
14, let's say. 13, 14, 15. That's 15.
Okay, you smash it. It's flattened like a 1 foot long worm would be.
Nice.
Okay.
The other 2 are still on Luma's arm.
Wait.
Has anyone got a lit torch? You can burn it
Be
off.
still.
Come on, you pussies. Help me out.
Are they crawling? Are they trying to get under his skin, or they're
They're trying to
crawling
chew
over
him. They're trying to chew him. They're trying to burrow under
Okay,
his
I gotta
skin.
scrub. I tried to scrub one of them with a knife.
Roll to hit.
Be still.
Hold still.
Yeah.
Oh, 17.
17. You skewer it like a cocktail shrimp, and it's off his arm.
And are there others visible coming out of the sarcophagus?
How do I generate a number between 6 and 15?
I'll just choose 6 just to make it easier.
Is that a
It's a
1d12
D8
plus
-1.
3? Is it 1d12 plus 3? No. 2d12
D8
plus 3.
-1.
2d12 plus 50. 3. Okay, so you get lucky. I rolled a 3. So there's the 3 that are on, and there's 3 more in the coffer. So there's a total of 6.
Right.
In-
So
in-
if somebody gets rid of the other one that's still on, the lighted one, then we can chuck a torch on the corpse, and that should sort the rest of them out.
yeah.
Because it's already dry and desiccated, isn't it? It should go up like a flipping, lumen.
Flame of Udun.
Did I hear someone's tossing a torch into the coffer?
Yes.
Boosh! You hear the 3 sarcophagal worms in the coffer squeal as they roast, and they smell like roasted cocktail shrimp.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Yeah,
You
probably
would
even
think
worse.
it'd be the stench of death, but it's actually a little bit appetizing.
I'm going to pick one up then and kind of like inspect it and sniff it.
Take a bite.
I think I still
Oh,
have
yeah.
one on me.
You do. Are
Yeah,
there
you
any
do.
more? Has
Oh.
everyone gone? Is it initiative again? I think it
Yeah, I'll
is.
roll.
Yeah, it's your life, I guess.
3.
3 simultaneous. The PC party goes first. There's so many of you, you're able to get the thing off of them and squash it. So Luma the cleric is no longer under threat.
Thank you.
Sweet.
So, is there anything in the coffin, like any sort of things that aren't burnt to a crisp that look?
No, there was just a corpse interned in eternal peace, and now it's roasted. There's just burnt corpse and wrappings.
Search the room.
You find nothing. It's a stone room. Nothing of interest that you can find.
Door number 3. Anyone want to go first?
That sounds
You're
like
doing a good job. Keep
volunteering.
going.
So I might question like what the end game is here. Like, are we just trying to loot stuff? Or are we still
Hell
looking
yeah.
for wardens or what?
Well,
Well,
the first level
what are we
dudes are the first level dudes appear to be ravenously looking for anything that glints, so they can try to get to second level before
Yeah.
they're consumed by something down here. The rest of the party may have a different idea what they want to do.
I
If
mean,
you
if
lead, I will
the
follow.
corridor we cleaned where the monks were, it turned south. So if we keep going south, we might have the chance to
Sure.
reach where they are from another route.
Okay.
I don't know.
You see 2 more doors, so there's a total of 4 on each side, and then the corridor narrows and turns to the east, and the channel continues.
Corridor narrows.
The channel
and turns
continues south or continues east also with the corridor?
Continues east. Turns to the east and goes east. So
Mhm.
yes, it goes south. Then after the 4 doors, it turns to the east, which would be 3 o'clock. Turns to 3 o'clock.
And the channel kind of continues along with
Yep.
it, right?
Yep, in symmetry, it was made.
Yep.
It's a.
Mhm.
If it wasn't so creepy, it might be.
So turning that corner to the east, how long does the corridor continue on into the inky
Yeah,
blackness?
about another 40 feet, and you can hear water, the channel cascading into a pool. It looks like there's an opening that it opens up.
Mhm. Let's move down to the end of the hall and look into this room that's opening with the pool.
It's a cistern. It's a 70-foot tall stone space. 60 feet of it is oh no, sorry. So you're looking, you have 10 feet above you, arched. It's a cistern. There's an opening. The door opens onto a small ledge several feet above the body of water. And the channel is falling into the volume of the cistern.
Mhm.
And above you are dripping algae-drenched ceiling.
Okay, and how big is how big is the room holding the cistern? Is it 20 by 20?
20 by
15
20, yeah. Somewhere between 15 by 15, 20 by 20. Circle. It's a circle.
Okay. And is in this circular chamber, in this circular cistern, are there any other exits, or is it just come to
Up.
this holding tank
The
for the water?
yeah, the only would be, I guess, the intake valve from the surface. There's an open shaft circular that goes up, and you would have to get, you would have to climb walls to get to it, and then you could be
Okay.
in a because it's arched, and you could be in a tube, and you could head up or look up that way.
Mm.
Maybe if
So
we
it's a circular chamber, it's dome, and then the center is a shaft to the
Mhm.
surface.
And the pool starts to turn in like a whirlpool slowly.
Mm.
all right. Well,
And it
maybe
seems
we
to
can
be
find a brother.
it seems to be picking up speed.
Okay.
Hmm.
Like there's something starting to begin to generate a whirlpool.
I step back.
Yeah, we can't be entering the room unless we find like, I don't know. Is there any visible exits other than the shaft that goes up?
No.
All right. Well, there's no other chance of like a brother nearby, so I think we should be done with the cistern.
Let's backtrack and head to the north.
Yeah.
Okay. When you come to where were you going to head north?
Mhm.
On the opposite, what you're on the what would be technically when this confrontation occurs on the west side of the channel. On the east side of the channel, in front of one of the doors, say midway back towards to the north.
Yep.
There's a monk. There's actually two of them,
hmm
and they wave to you. They're on the other side, and they're like waving to you. They're not saying anything, but they're waving. And one of their candles accidentally goes out because of the waving, but they light it back up again.
Like waving like this, or like
I'm
motioning.
sorry, I forget that the camera's
Beckoning.
being used. Yeah, they're beckoning to you. Thank you, Pete.
I mean, what could possibly happen? What are they going to do?
Exactly.
Oh,
Are they dressed the same way as the monks that we encountered in the that chased us off?
They just don't appear to be carrying any of the brass crucifixes.
Sorry,
Did
we don't hear
You're
you.
really quiet, Jay. But we heard.
That's
brass
because I moved the
crucifix.
mic out of the way to take a
Sorry.
belt of coffee.
Mm.
They
Hell yeah.
do not appear to be carrying the brass crucifixes that
Oh.
were prominent in the group the large group that you met.
Rark will step out across the channel.
so they are in the northern archway.
They're in the hallway with you. They're in front of the third door on the east side.
Oh, okay.
And so when you came around the corner and you're all
Mhm.
talking about, I think let's go north. Yeah, we want to kick the door in on this one. No, I'm just exaggerating, but you are a loud crew. But I guess it's the only
There's a
way to
lot of
play
us.
because there's a lot of you and we got a game. So
Okay.
I only roll I roll random encounters when I think it's appropriate.
So
They
Rark
want to have a
steps
word
across-
with you. And they speak in really hushed tones. May we have a private word with you, sir, kind sir, Lord.
Yeah, Rark will step across the channel. It's only 3 feet across and speak to them.
Yeah.
Can you take us to the Wardens?
No, can't do that. But can we get it out of the hallway? We'd like to have a quick word with you. And one of the other ones opens the third door.
Mhm.
That other side, like opening up, like step inside, come into my office.
Mhm.
Identify
And the
yourself.
one in front of you that's talking to you, Rourke, rushes in behind his buddy and turns around and beckons you.
Yeah, I'll stand in the door, but I'm not gonna.
And they're
in
like,
the door
extinguish your
frame,
light,
but I'm not.
extinguish your light. And they're waving their hands in the signal to extinguish your lights. Your bright lantern and torches.
I'm standing in the doorway. I think we have a torch by one of the other party members and a lantern from Cree. So it's up to you guys if you want to turn those out or not.
I'm gonna put down my lantern.
Mm-hmm.
But let's keep the torch. We keep it in the hallway.
I'll light a candle off of it.
Bring the torch in. Don't leave the torch in the hallway.
Mhm.
That's what they say,
Yes.
and they want me to go in their door.
They want all of you to come in. Yeah, they want
But
to have a
nobody
word with
is,
you.
right?
Or if anyone wants to stand outside, don't have a light. Put it that way. It could be one of you, it could be all of you, but if any of you are standing outside, don't have a light.
Okay, Rark's going in.
I'll go
Explain
in
yourself.
with the torch.
Down,
They are-
barbarian, you loud barbarian oaf.
They
Value your
have
lives. Silence.
candles, so we're not in the dark. So okay.
Yeah. They have
I'm
candles
gonna
and
step. I'm gonna step inside with Rark.
okay.
I shall too.
I
Okay.
step in with the torch.
Okay. And they close the door. We cannot take you to the warden because the warden seeks monks like us amongst the wardens and tries to what would it be, exorcise us from the order and change our ways. We are the Cardinites.
Oh, cool.
And we
We heard about you
believe
guys.
our leader, our what's his name, whatever he gave, the Lumen whatever, which you guys remember at the beginning of the adventure, I think someone was talking about how, I don't know, this abbot was really like was a contemporary of St. Clewyd, and they're talking to him like in the present tense.
Hmm.
But things have become moribund, and the true purpose has been lost, and we need help in correcting that misguided channeling of intent. But
So
we are small in number and do not have the strength. But you who have come down here and plundered your way in here must be a folks of quite capability.
Well, we seek the wardens to provide an answer about how to deal with the beast of Avion that stalks the surface world above. Can the Card Knights provide the same insight about how to defeat this creature?
We know nothing of what you speak of, and the warden, the abbot warden, will have even less interest in what goes above ground. I promise you that.
So you need our help in writing the balance between the Card Knights and the Wardens.
I don't think there's any balancing to be had. We need the abbot of the abbot removed, if you know what I mean.
I will help you. in
And
your
then
righteous
our Cardin Knights can rise up, and we will become the dominant order of the Wardens of St. Clewyd, as it should be, as it should have been long ago.
Then you'll become the Wardens, and then you'll help us with the Beast of Avion.
Ooh, smart.
Well, sure. Yeah, that sounds most excellent, actually. I think that's a doable deal. And so the little wrinkled guy sticks out his hand.
So convincing.
What do you mean so convincing? They're really enthusiastic about finally getting an A squad, you know? They've been minor league bums, and now there's these, they got some real firepower. They're pretty stoked.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well, let's take the bargain. The current Wardens, they don't want anything to do with us. They ran us out of here, so these guys will help us with the Beast of Avion, so we'll take that deal.
Okay. Okay. If we show you a way in to the western crypts, can you take it from there?
Sure.
Because we don't want to be seen, with you guys. That would be bad,
Mhm.
especially if you failed.
We shall
Fine.
not fail.
We're gonna say really quick though. Do these guys have like any supplies, like maybe like a set of leather armor, some kind of
Nothing
token
but
of
the
goodwill?
armor of our faith and the conviction of our righteousness of our cause.
Oh,
Yay,
you're one of
Harold.
those.
And so they say, go across this channel to the third door on the west wall, and move the base of the coffer, and you'll see there's a secret stair that'll go down and it'll take you into the Chamber of Records. From there, you can go into and look for the private quarters of the abbot, which are, I guess they're going to want to give you a map to that, right? They're going to help you in any way they can
Of course they will. They're cool.
because they're backstabbing monks.
Yeah.
So
Conspiring.
once I find where that location is, where he would actually live.
They betrayed the people in the order that they dedicated themselves to. They would never betray us.
So we're going to the third door we didn't try.
On the other side, yes, and if you push the push it aside, you'll get stairs going down. Okay, here's the deal. When you go down these stairs, you'll come into the Chamber of Records. In the Chamber of Records is another secret door on the west wall, directly across from the door that you came through. We've left that one unlocked, so it should be easily opened. That will take you into the sacristy. When you're in the sacristy, you are just off of the inner sanctum. And yeah, that's in the inner sanctum, but he'll be surrounded by his faithful. But that's where he'll be holding court. And that's where he spends most of his time, ordering us about to do our tasks. See if I get anything more from you. Nope, he doesn't live there. He doesn't live there. Yeah,
Okay,
it looks like the
gents.
inner sanctum is where he is. There's going to be, let's see, they're going to give you a body count here. What are you facing as far as faithful? There's going to be 20 faithful and 13 Cardinites in the crowd that they say that you can count on. And if you strike against the abbot, we'll just we'll throw off our robes so you know who is who.
Nice.
And we're going to go back the way we're going to go back the way we came to. Where are they going to go? No, I guess they got to follow you. Yeah, the only way they can go is in that direction. They'll take you to the Chamber of Records and accompany you to the sacristy, and from there you can go kill the abbot.
That sounds lit. Let's fucking do it.
We need some strategy.
Murder is our strategy.
I say we lead them out into the stairwell or the hallway, and we deal with them in a hall or contained area.
So you crossing the channel is easy. They lead you to the other tomb. They wave for you to push it because they feel that they're too scrawny to push it aside. But to show that they're in good faith, they're trying to help push as well. Does that ease you guys' suspicions? And there is indeed a stairs going down, and they head down with their candles. And actually, one will go in front with the candle, and the other monk offers to go in the rear with the candle because you don't want to have any lights. You want to be very, very quiet. Don't ding off the walls, Paladin.
No dinging.
I'd see if I would.
You come into the Chamber of Records. It's a small study and library, which holds an inordinate amount of scrolls, books, ledgers, and they take you quickly through this room into the sacristy. It's a lavishly decorated and adorned room. It's lit by oil lamps, so they, want you to stay on the north wall. And someone roll a d12.
9. 9.
Now roll a d6.
5.
Okay, the sacristy is empty.
Nice.
And he goes, "It is nighttime. Many will be asleep, but I still haven't found a location where this guy is during the night. I apologize, because these guys want to tell you. They want to tell you really bad.
Having a nap in the corner of the sacristy where we are right now.
I'm gonna have to pick one. I'm gonna have to decide where I want him. Okay. Go into the inner sanctum and cross it and go all the way across north. There shouldn't be anyone up, and that room is called. And that's where you'll find the abbot and his prior, his second-hand man, and he'll probably be involved in his midnight prayers and meditations. And that is, they got a name for this room. I want to give it to you. Oh, it's in front of the doors of the tomb of St. Clewyd, where they keep their nightly watch. There'll also be 4 monks with them at all times.
Damn. All right, we should get the what is it? We should get the thief to sneak in, or the assassin to sneak in to assassinate the abbot.
We brought our own assassin.
Good.
Varnel, you into that?
Yeah, I'm happy. Like if they can point to the specific location and person, I'm happy to kind of go solo, try to creep through the shadows and do it up.
Okay. You're in the north of you is the inner sanctum. It's a long rectangle. You can see a railing going around it, and so that you can see, if you look up, there's the balcony, and that's, I guess, far across it. The channel empties into a pool in the east wall, and there's stairs in the west wall that go up to the balcony, and they say directly all the way across it, in the north wall, is the passage to the doors of the tomb of St. Clewyd, and the abbot and the prior and 4 monks will be there doing their midnight prayers in front of the locked tomb as they continue their warding, I guess, their duties.
And
So
will those monks be dressed like you are?
I was just gonna say that.
Yes,
How can we tell one
yes,
from another?
they'll be loyal. We don't have a plant inside that group of monks, so it's definitely monks that are loyal to him.
Will you lend me kind of your robes or whatever you have on?
Oh, that's an excellent idea. And they're like, "Oh, where will we get them? Oh, yeah, you want our robe? Oh, okay, yes." And they pull off one helps them with the other pulling off the robe.
All right, I'll monk it up.
How many sets of robes do they have? Because I
They're
think
just
that.
theirs. They got 2.
All right, I'll accompany the assassin in, but not like to the door at least. Or actually, yeah, I can come in and anything goes south, and then we could fucking ask him a question. Unless the paladin would like to go first, but I feel like that your cover will get blown.
Yeah, I think the clanking around in the banded male armor might give it away. But I was just going to say exactly how monkish does your barbarian look?
Not
Yeah.
very, I would say.
These guys look skinny, like they don't eat a lot of food. They're definitely not hulking figures. So you wouldn't even really be able to get the robe on, Barbarian.
Damn.
What are they wearing under the robes?
Heavy hemp garments, plain.
Just checking.
Yeah. I mean, they got some, little trinkets like religious things of significance pinned to them here or there.
I love this plan. Let's assassinate. What's the assassin's name?
Varnel.
Varnel, thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't.
Have we got anyone with ranged weapons as well?
I have a sling, but that's it.
I got a
throwing
heavy
axes.
crossbow.
I do have
Yeah.
axes as well.
I know Gabriel's got the crossbow. I was just wondering about backup plan.
Get him. That's your plan. Get him.
The inner sanctum is a court of plain stone and masonry, serving as the central meeting place for the monks of St. Clewyd. It's devoid of any ornamentation. It's got a rectangle pool on the eastern side. I mentioned that. You can see a makeshift trestle table in the room. There's some pews. You also see some bedding and some snoozing monks.
I think we gotta draw them out.
I think we should slit throats as we go along, because
there's
they
8
can't
of
wake
them
up.
scattered.
They never wake
There's
up.
8 of them. Yeah, there's 8 of them in the room on sleeping plots, whatever, pads of straw.
Who's in there? Just Varnel?
Yeah, so
Yeah, right now this is what he's seeing.
Okay.
and sorry, Jay, I just had a hard time following. So this is an area in which I would have to walk through to reach where the abbot and the other monks are.
Yeah, it would be like walking through the proverbial lion's den.
Sure.
Like if you didn't want to disturb him, you would have to tiptoe through the room. You'd probably get a bonus. I mean, it's quiet, but who knows? Nah, instead of doing modifiers, you just have to roll your damn skill. Move silently.
That's fine. Yeah, so I got move silently. So I guess I'm willing to do that. I'll tell the group, with a signal, I've got a whistle on me that I'll blow if things just fall apart completely.
Okay. Do you want me to go with you?
I was gonna say, how close, how quickly could we react if something were to happen?
You want distances of this room?
No, I mean the distance. How far are we right now, as is? How far are we from the front door to that room?
The one that is on the opposite side that you need to go through to assassinate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On the north wall. That is 100 feet.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we could just hang out with the monks
100
here.
feet of pavers, and then it's 40 feet east to west. And there's that
All right.
balcony that surrounds.
We can move a little bit closer, just as quick reaction if the assassin gets foiled.
Well,
Other
that's a
than
good
that-
point, Gabriel. With Cree,
Yeah, I
being
probably.
able to sneak too, and then I guess you
Yeah,
still
probably-
have like a crossbow, right?
Keep it under the garb, and then just flip it out.
So I guess
So,
technically we might get 2 shots, assuming we can reach near the abbot. Even if my attempt doesn't work, I could hit the deck, and you could try to get a shot off.
Mm-hmm. So I can ask for the other monk for his
He'll willingly
garments.
do it. Yep.
And
The only light in this inner sanctum is coming from up on the walkway where there's dimly lit lanterns. down on the floor. I guess there's other dimly lit lanterns around the walls as well, but perfect Conan crypt sneaking light. Very low. They like a low light down here in the crypts.
Okay.
Little
So
moody,
there's a
lo-fi hall.
balcony. There's a balcony all around this place, and there's a pool in the middle.
The pool is on the east wall.
Okay.
So it is a perfect rectangle, walled rectangle on the lower level. And I guess even on the upper level, except where the balcony is.
Mm-hmm.
And after this session, I'll be able to post a drawing that will clarify where you are. But right now, I can't do that. You have to rely on your mapping skills of where you are in this place.
I think we should get the assassination done quick before the session ends.
Yep.
And I gotta say, I gotta call it at 10 today because I gotta be in Aspen at 10:30 on the dot, 10:35, or my balls will be hung up to dry.
Okay.
That sounds pretty rough.
I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have said it that way.
No, I'm fucking around.
There's
I'm
probably a
saying
better
it
way
sounds
to do
rough, Jay.
it. Okay, start.
Oh, I gotta go to Aspen.
You like how I'm name dropping? Isn't
Yeah.
that so bad?
All right. So do we just want to kind of expedite? Jade, I don't know if you want to do our move silently rolls for us, or
No, I want you to do it. This is too
All right.
much. This is too much. I can't do this.
Okay.
This is your fate.
Okay.
yeah, my move silently skill is 49%, and I rolled a 82.
Nice.
Okay. Mine is also 49, and I rolled like a 90 something.
So we're like ringing bells.
Okay, as soon as you guys step into the room,
Obviously.
there's other monks there along the wall. You didn't see east to west under the balcony. I guess would the balcony overhang the inner sanctum or not? I should check that. Yeah, it does. Yeah, so they're in like the deep shadow by the dimly lit lamps, and they're like, "Hey, you stop! You're not supposed to be there. Look, it's the interlopers."
Mm. No. I think you have us mistaken. We were coming to tell you about an assassination attempt that's being planned for the abbot.
Roll initiative.
Damn it.
Nice try.
They roll a 1. I'm going to just do
6.
party initiative, simple initiative, because there's so many of you. I'm sorry, guys.
3.
I got to move to it. Okay, Pete called a 3. You guys move first. The monks get a 1. You get a 3.
Yeah, I would be like holding my hands up and trying. I'm still going to try to do the explanation of we came to warn you about an assassination.
Okay, Varnel looks like he's going for a parlay mode. What do you guys? Are you going to back him up or not?
I mean, there's like a ton of these guys, right?
Hmm?
There's like a ton of them in the room, right?
Well, yeah. There's 8 to 15.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they say they have some of their guys in?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
All
he
right.
said they would rise up and throw off their robes when you assassinated the abbot. No one has the guts to do it if the abbot's still alive.
All right.
The
I
abbot
say
is
run.
not there, right?
Huh?
The abbot is not there where we are.
Nope. He's
Okay.
he would be on the other side of the room, on the opposite side. You woke up the room. It looks like you're looking at 12 monks. How many of them are Cardinites in there? You don't know. Would they rise up? Would they help attack? You don't know. And they're going to be doing something quite quickly.
And how close is Varnel to the door that leads to the abbot?
He is not even. He got 5 foot into this 100-foot long room when they yelled at him.
Big room.
Run!
So he got nowhere. Him and Cree were just like, it's just like the Looney Tune cartoons. Like you're da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Boing.
Oh, you know what I should have done? Oh no, that one.
Okay,
Okay.
they all yell. Ah! They raise their bronze crucifixes and they're all gonna bum rush you guys.
Oh god. I'm gonna raise my crossbow and shoot the guy in the balcony that shout.
Okay, so Cree, Varnel, what are you gonna do?
Okay. If he's just gonna shoot, then I'll
You
throw
run.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I-
need to kind of get out of there. Or you're going to be
we
just
book
like
it.
you remember what happened to Kevin with two skeletons.
Yeah. I'd say kind of shield up, facing behind me, and run back out of the room.
Yeah, you can get out of the room since you didn't go that far in.
And
Mhm.
probably yelling to the rest of the group just to book it.
Okay, where are you guys going to run to?
I think we should back into the next room and let them come into the room, and we deal with them however many can get through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can probably shield wall the entrance point from that one, shouldn't we? I've got a shield. Somebody else has got a shield.
I got a shield. I'm
Me too.
there. I mean,
We should be able to corral them in.
Yes, you want to bottleneck them because the archway just doesn't open up into the inner sanctum. It actually is 15 feet of arched corridor. So, yes, you could be on, what did I say, the sacristy room that was
Yeah.
off the
The sacristy.
Hall of Records. There's your bottleneck on the north wall, right? Is that what we're
Yeah.
all looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stand next to the paladin, and as they come down the hall, I got 3 axes. I'll just I can chuck them. You guys got a crossbow,
Okay,
missiles.
I better look up their stats. I don't think they got a lot of armor on. I'm pretty confident of that. So I think you're looking at armor class 11. So,
Yeah, but with the way the dice have been rolling today, we're not that,
and only 2 of them at a time can stand in the archwayed hall.
Nice.
And they're coming down the corridor, yelling and waving their bronze crucifixes, banging their pots and pans.
I mean, but they were kind of asleep, and these guys were up on the balcony that
No, they were
raised
on
the
the
alarm.
floor. No, they were on the floor with you.
Okay.
They weren't on the
They were
balcony.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were on the balcony.
I'm sorry, I didn't describe that. That would have been cooler,
Yeah.
actually, but that didn't happen. They were right on the same ground. They saw Varnel as soon as he walked in. They were basically keeping guard, and you can hear other monks up on the balcony. If that makes you, I mean, there's others that were up there. You can hear them coming now.
So let's try to cut our way to the abbot.
I think we go with the shield wall first.
Yeah.
And then
Stack
when it
up
breaks
bodies.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I think you guys are trying to take the measure of their metal. See how much stomach they have for blood and steel.
Initiative.
We don't need to roll initiative on this round because they are coming to you.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to roll to throw an axe. A 7. Woo!
That misses. And only one other of you can.
Can I take a shot with the crossbow?
Yes.
Okay.
You can do that over someone's shoulder, so there could be a third person involved, I guess, in melee.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely front rank melee.
Roll a 16
Okay.
for 3 damage.
Okay, that is. That's a piercing weapon.
Mhm.
Right in the ribs, and he falls over with a grunt. So, now it's time for initiative. Because now they're on. Who's up with the cleric? Who's battling with the cleric?
That would be Toth.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Okay.
What's your character name? What's the paladin's name, Kevin?
Toth.
Toth?
Toth.
Ashley.
I rolled a 1. So, and then if anyone has a spear or a missile weapon like the crossbow, can shoot from behind. So your maximum attack is going to be 3. Their maximum attack is going to be 2.
Another axe. 13.
Okay. Are you throwing it, or well, they're melee, so you might as well just hang on to it.
We had 15 feet of. All right.
I think you can run 15. I think they ran down. You got a round of attacking. You think you guys should have another round of attacking against them without attacking you? If you think so, I can let it.
It's a call.
I think we should have some more missiles, and then jump into
Okay,
it.
I'll give you another round of missile fire. So,
13.
Randy, you so that means Luma threw the axe, right?
Lumen, 13
Okay.
with a 4 damage if he hits.
It did.
Awesome.
It's a Jay. Since it's a heavy crossbow, it's a shot every other round.
Yeah, you have to reload. This round you would have to reload.
Yeah.
Does
Okay.
anyone else have anything they want to throw?
Jake and I climb the wall adjacent to the entryway and basically avoid being behind people that are preparing for melee and just throw daggers like above where they're at through the archway.
Yes, but it's really hard to do.
Okay.
Are
maybe-
there any are there any tables on the sacristy that can be moved and so he can stand above?
There must
on
be.
it and-
I think I described the room as richly, lavishly furnished.
Okay.
So I believe that's until I see otherwise. That's easily done. That's available to you. Yeah, a
so
lavishly decorated and adorned room lit by oil lamps.
Oh, oil lamps. That's
Nice.
good.
Uh-huh.
So we can. So the ones that are not choking the door, I'm reloading. The
This
rest
was
can.
his personal quarters. I was looking for it. I got him out of there. Sorry, I just laugh at myself. Okay,
The re-
yeah. This is
Can,
the
they
abbot's
can
room,
move
but he's not in it.
Can move furniture around so maybe Varnel can climb up and throw daggers from above.
Yeah.
Or grab the oil lamps just to get them ready to throw them in case.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so now we roll for initiative. I rolled a 1.
4.
Okay, the party
got a
goes
2.
first. The party goes first. Make your attacks.
I got a 15 and a 3.
What are you attacking with?
Axe, or am I not in
There's
ranks?
you need a weapon that can reach over the cleric and the paladin's shoulder.
I got nothing.
So you're back up. You're second rank.
I
Nice.
can use my initiative to back up, just to open into the room.
Okay, that'll
Back up and swing. We gotta let these guys in.
there you go. 3. So there's 3 of them now that step into the room. So yeah, that opens it up for the barbarian to make an attack.
Yeah, so that's a 15 and 5 with the rolling.
And you are using an axe, did I hear?
Yeah, with the axe.
No, it's not. Hey.
You split them from crown to chin.
Sweet.
His head flops over like a melon. Oh, and whoever shot the crossbow, you took him right in the chin as well. That guy went down with a crossbow bolt to the chin.
Cool.
So cleric and paladin, make your attacks.
Right, I got a 20, so it was 17 with +3 to hit, and total damage of 9 with mace.
Damn.
You cut off both his arms at the elbow, and they go flopping against the archway walls. And he screams and goes down to his knees, weeping as the blood just pumps out of his arms. He's dead.
That's pretty cool for a mace.
I'm sorry. Okay, the sheer force of your might just blew him over like an avalanche, snapping trees. How's that?
That's fine.
It was
That's all
both of
right.
his arms.
I had somebody decapitated with a blooming dagger on a critical hit with bloody Warhammer once, so that'll do.
Yeah. He took both of his arms off at the elbow. However, that was done, but he cried about it. Any other attacks? Because I don't think so. Because Varnel, you're going up
I
above.
missed.
You're making
Yeah.
your move. Okay. Roll initiative. Unless Rourke, you got something you want to do? Spells, anything?
No, I'm helping Varnel build a platform for the missile weapons.
Okay.
Are we
Who's got
doing
initiative?
group or individual?
Group
6.
6. Simultaneous. PCs go first. Go in any order you want. There's 3 of them there, and they're trying to push you back to make room for their companions. But so yeah, it looks like a whole
I'll give
other
them
3 had to fill it up because I think you killed 3.
I'll give them a sling from the elevated platform that Varnel and I built.
I hit I got a natural 20. I was muted. Sorry. I got a natural 20, and that's
Well
8
done.
damage.
Okay. Can't keep up with the kills here. Rourke, did you hit?
I missed.
Okay.
I also
I-
missed.
I
This
rolled
is
a
the-
17. I'm next to the door. I'm going to take a swing at some of the ones coming down the hall. Whoever's next and stumbling in. Hammer.
Well, I hit an 11. Jay, are they armored?
No, they're just wearing their robes.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So the what are you using, Varnel? You're throwing a dagger?
Yeah.
Okay. That sticks in the guy's throat. He falls. The cleric on that side. What you're doing, you hit him right in the crotch. He takes it in the crotch. That's all I can say. Whatever it was you using an axe, a mace, a hammer, or the hammer? And so who's next?
I did a 17.
Oh yeah, no,
5.
you hit him in the crotch. He's dead.
Oh, good.
Di-
Okay.
This is the third round, so right. So I probably
Yep.
loaded the
Yes.
heavy crossbow, and I'm gonna shoot. As I'm shooting, I'm gonna shout like 17, and two hit points of damage. I shouting, Cardinites, refrain from attacking. We're on your side.
Nice. Nice. Good luck.
It's headshots all around. Your crossbow bolt takes a monk in the jaw. And so right now the room is cleared of monks. They're still in the 15, in the corridor. And I'm going to roll their morale. It's probably pretty high. They're actually probably pretty fanatical.
Even the card knights that are among them?
Well, I'm not. This is the morale. No, I haven't got to the card knights yet.
Oh.
I haven't. I got to roll a reaction on that. Okay. The defilers must be vanquished from the crypt. So they've taken 3, 6, 9. How many people have you killed? 9?
About that, yeah.
Yeah.
So technically that leaves about 11 faithful left, if I've got my maths right there.
Yep. They mentioned 20.
Yeah.
So the two guys that wanted to hire you for this gig are in the inner sanctum and echoing your words, and the ones that are card knights throw off their robes and pull out their knives, and they bring their compatriot monks down, and screams of blood and vengeance and hate.
All right, let's rush into the inner sanctum then.
And they're all cheering, yeah! We overthrew the abbot! It's the time of the Cardinites! And that's where we got to stop, guys. It looks like there's a new order in the Undercroft of St. Crude.
Hey, it's been awesome. Thanks for letting me play.
Another 2 weeks.
Good to meet you, Randall.
Another 2 weeks, probably not. I think because I'm going to be in the Rockies hiking.
Oh, I gotta go to the
Nice.
Rockies.
How much more do you hate me? Come on, you guys. Tell me, how much do you hate me? I'll calculate any experience and figure that
We're just
out.
jealous.
I know. I'm a bitch. Randy can.
All right, man. Thanks for that. That was fun. Thank you, Jay. Bye.
Good to see everybody.
Bye.
See you
All right,
later.
guys.
Thank you, guys.
Fun.
Good to see you all again.
Take it
Bye-bye.
easy.
Bye.